Frankie Valli of the Four Seasons. You know, this old. He's old now. He's like my mom's era. My mom, 60s. She grew up in like 60s in high school. She loved the Four Seasons. You know this. You know Frankie Valli sings in
Oh, it's a
the
killer.
falsetto. So I was like,
He's a
oh.
killer.
So I heard he's coming in. And we had to stay up late because he was finishing a show, and they were like, hey, he's gonna come into the restaurant. And I was like, oh, okay, well that sucks. We gotta stay up late. Just it's dead. He's coming in. And I was like, oh, but my mom loves Frankie Valli. In my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I get to maybe cook for Frankie Valli. So he comes in, and I'm running the pastas that night, saute station. And he comes in and he's like, he's special order. He didn't want to order something on the menu. So I'm like, all right, fine. We have a great menu, but fine, order some. He just was like, I just want some like linguine and shrimp. Like, I'm like, okay, that's fine. We'll do that. You know, cool. It's not on the menu. So I'm like, Frankie Valli, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't get just like shrimp. I pulled out the prawns. Beautiful, like the head on. They're like sexy. Made some delicious pasta. Sent it out proud. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I get to tell mom I cook a dish for Frankie Valli. You know, like, cool, right? He sent that shit back. And he was like, he just didn't, he's like, oh, I don't like it. Like, he was like a little about it. And from that moment, and I talked to him. I'm like, what else do you want me to prepare for you? And then he was just like, I'm over it. I'm tired anyway. I don't want any more. So I was like, Frankie Valli. I wasn't gonna spit in his shit, but like we stayed open late for you. You're special. And then I thought about it later. I told my mom, I was like, Frankie Valli. And then my mom was like, he's old though. And I was like, and he just performed a show. And I'm like, you're right, mom.
I don't know, maybe Rob could speak to this a little bit, but I think that New York, New Jersey, they get a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, sort of in terms of what food tastes like, what it should taste like, especially with pizza. Frankie Valli's in Michigan, and he's probably like, am I going to get, where am I going to get a plate of pasta? Like, he's got that attitude. Order from the menu, bro.
Yeah,
like,
dog.
If you want one special, don't special order it if you're not ready for it. That's my other take is don't, we kind of went off of a little bit here, but I kind of like this. I take this line that we're taking as sort of, I'm Frankie Valli. I want something custom. But what he does is he's like, just throw something together. It's not going to be a big deal. But
that's exactly what it was.
I'm saying, I'm sure whatever you throw together, and then he sends it back. And then was it replaced with anything, or did he say I'm done? Did he?
He just was done. So like then at the same time, it's like, oh, and you're just disappointed at this point.